What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something absolutely mind-blowing that has the entertainment world buzzing. A major Hollywood figure's shocking statement about BTS's Jimin and his potential on Broadway. You heard that right. We're talking about Jimin, the same artist who's been breaking records left and right in the music industry. And now, there's serious talk about his Broadway potential. This isn't just fan speculation anymore, folks. Industry heavyweights are weighing in, and what they're saying will absolutely blow your mind. Before we get into this juicy topic, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss what's coming next. Trust me, this story has layers, and we're going to unpack every single one of them. First, let's talk about why this conversation is even happening. Jimin isn't just any K-pop idol. He's a complete artist package that Broadway producers dream about. The Hollywood Reporter, a major entertainment industry publication, named Jimin at number 11 on their list of the top 25 biggest artists of 2024, making him the only K-pop soloist in the top 15. He's standing alongside legends like Beyoncé, Eminem, and Taylor Swift. That's not just impressive, that's historic. But here's where it gets even more interesting. His success isn't limited to just music charts. Jimin became the first Korean solo artist to debut at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 with his song Like Crazy. He literally made history, and his second album Muse with the lead single who continued that momentum. Now, what makes Jimin Broadway ready? Let's break it down. He's got the voice, that delicate, sweet vocal tone that can fill a theater. He's got the dance skills. He's considered one of the best dancers, not just in BTS, but in the entire K-pop industry. And most importantly, he's got stage presence that commands attention from thousands of people at once. His performance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon who showcased something crucial. The performance was pre-recorded to look like one continuous take, demonstrating Jimin's ability to maintain vocal clarity and stage presence throughout an entire song without breaks. That's Broadway-level stamina and professionalism right there. Now here's where things get absolutely fascinating. And this is what everyone's been talking about. In 2019, award-winning director and photographer Gus Van Sant named Jimin as the artist he wished to work with. For those who don't know, Gus Van Sant is an Oscar-nominated director. We're talking about the man behind films like Good Will Hunting, Milk, and My Own Private Idaho. This isn't some random industry person. This is a Hollywood heavyweight. Think about what this means. A director of Van Sant's caliber doesn't just randomly name drop artists. When someone at that level expresses interest in working with a performer, they're seeing something special, something that translates beyond music videos and concert stages. But wait, there's more. The Hollywood connections don't stop there. In 2023, Ryan Gosling gifted Jimin the guitar his character Ken used in the movie Barbie because Jimin's Permission to Dance music video outfit served as inspiration for one of the outfits Gosling wore for the role. Ryan Gosling, the man is not only a Hollywood A-lister, but also starred in La La Land, one of the biggest musical films of the decade. When Hollywood stars are taking inspiration from Jimin's artistic choices and expressing interest in collaborating with him, that's not coincidence. That's recognition of genuine artistic talent that transcends cultural and industry boundaries. Let's talk about what it actually takes to succeed on Broadway, because this is where Jimin's qualifications become undeniable. Broadway demands what they call a triple threat, someone who can sing, dance, and act. Jimin checks all 3 boxes with flying colors. Singing? We've already established he's a chart-topping vocalist who was performed entirely in English and was co-produced by John Bellion, showing Jimin's versatility in language and musical styles. Broadway requires artists who can handle various musical genres and emotional ranges, and Jimin has proven he can do both. Dancing? Please, This man has been called a dance genius countless times. Billboard Korea chose Jimin as a key figure who shaped K-pop's dance legacy, stating he's among the iconic dancers who dominated their era. Broadway choreography is intense and demanding, but for someone with Jimin's background, it would be a natural fit. Acting? Here's where people might underestimate him. But consider this: every BTS music video, every stage performance, every live show requires emotional storytelling through movement and expression. Jimin has been doing this for over a decade. His solo songs like Lie, Serendipity, and Filter each tell complete narratives through performance. And let's not forget stamina. Broadway performers do 8 shows a week. During his Who performance, Jimin was supported by 6 male backup dancers, deliberately recalling BTS's 7-member formations, showing his ability to lead group choreography. He's used to performing at the highest level night after night. Here's something that makes this conversation even more relevant. There's already a proven connection between K-pop and Broadway. There was actually a Broadway musical called K-pop that ran in 2022 to 2023. It featured real K-pop stars and explored the K-pop industry. While Jimin wasn't part of that production, it proved that Broadway audiences are hungry for K-pop talent and storytelling. But here's what makes Jimin different from that ensemble cast. He's already a global superstar with name recognition that could sell out a Broadway run before opening night. Forbes Korea included Jimin on the Forbes Korea Power Celebrity 40 for 2024 at number 7, making him the highest-ranking K-pop soloist. Think about what Harry Styles did with My Policeman, or what Lady Gaga did with A Star Is Born. Pop stars transitioning into serious acting roles. Or better yet, think about how successful MJ the Musical has been on Broadway, celebrating another performer known for exceptional dance skills. Jimin has the star power, the talent, and the work ethic to make a Broadway transition not just possible, but potentially groundbreaking. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked. Jimin isn't just a performer, he's a creator. Jimin's self-written, composed, and produced song, Friends, was featured in Marvel's Eternals movie, playing during an entire scene. That's right, a Marvel Studios production, one of the biggest film franchises in the world, chose Jimin's work for their soundtrack. This matters for Broadway because it shows Jimin understands storytelling through music. He's not just singing someone else's songs. He's creating narratives, crafting emotions, and producing content that connects with audiences on a deep level. His first solo digital single, Promise, broke SoundCloud's 24-hour debut record, surpassing Drake. His production diary for his album Face showed the meticulous care he puts into every aspect of his music, from the initial concept to the final vocal takes. Broadway is all about bringing a composer's vision to life. And Jimin has proven he can not only do that, but also contribute his own artistic vision to any project he's part of. Now let's talk business, because Broadway is ultimately a business, and Jimin represents something unprecedented: guaranteed global ticket sales. BTS has performed at sold-out stadiums worldwide. We're talking 50,000+ capacity venues selling out in minutes. Imagine what that fan base could do for a Broadway show. ARMY, BTS's fandom, has proven time and again they'll travel across the world to support their artists. But here's what's even more impressive: Jimin's appeal extends beyond ARMY. His song, Who, achieved the highest rank ever achieved by any Korean soloist on multiple major global charts from the 2nd week through the 11th week. That's mainstream success, not just fandom power. Olympic figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu mentioned Jimin as a source of inspiration for his dance movements on the rink. When Olympic athletes are citing you as inspiration, that's crossover appeal at its finest. Broadway has been actively seeking to diversify and attract younger, more international audiences. Jimin could be the bridge that brings a whole new demographic to theater. Think about the cultural impact of Hamilton Jimin on Broadway could have a similar effect in bringing fresh eyes and perspectives to the Great White Way. Here's where the story gets really interesting in terms of timing. Jimin recently completed his mandatory military service in South Korea. He's now discharged and ready for new challenges and opportunities. Post-military service is often when Korean artists take on new and different projects. It's a time for reinvention, for pushing boundaries, for trying things they've always dreamed about. The Broadway community has been paying attention to K-pop for years now. With Jimin's proven track record, his Hollywood connections, and his undeniable talent, the timing couldn't be more perfect for such a collaboration. Imagine a new musical written specifically for Jimin, or picture him taking on an iconic role in an existing production. The possibilities are endless, and the entertainment industry knows it. Some industry insiders have quietly speculated about major Broadway producers reaching out to Big Hit Music, Jimin's agency, to gauge interest. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the conversations are happening behind closed doors. If Jimin were to make a Broadway debut, it wouldn't just be about one artist crossing over. It would represent a seismic shift in how we think about global entertainment. It would prove that language barriers are becoming less relevant in live theater. It would show that K-pop artists are legitimate triple threat performers who can compete on any stage in the world. It would open doors for countless other international artists who've dreamed of Broadway. The cultural exchange would be incredible. Imagine Korean musical theater traditions blending with American Broadway history. The choreography innovations, the vocal techniques, the storytelling approaches. It would create something entirely new and exciting. And let's not forget the economic impact. Korean tourism to New York would skyrocket. The show would likely tour internationally, bringing Broadway-caliber productions to countries that rarely see them. Broadway needs fresh blood, new energy, and bold risks. Jimin represents all of that and more. So there you have it, everyone. The shocking response from Hollywood moguls about Jimin's Broadway potential isn't just idle speculation. It's based on genuine recognition of extraordinary talent. From Gus Van Sant's desire to work with him, to Ryan Gosling taking inspiration from his artistic choices, to his proven success across multiple entertainment mediums, Jimin has shown he's ready for any challenge. Whether it happens next year or 5 years from now, I truly believe we'll see Jimin on a Broadway stage at some point. The question isn't if, but when. And when it happens, it's going to change the entertainment landscape forever. What do you think? Would you love to see Jimin on Broadway? What role do you think would be perfect for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a huge thumbs up, share it with fellow ARMY and theater lovers, and subscribe for more amazing content about K-pop's impact on global entertainment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep streaming, keep dreaming, and keep supporting these incredible artists who are changing the world one performance at a time.